Hello people, how are you all? I'm back with yet another video, and here on Readers and Creators we talk about book reviews, book recommendations and importance of reading and so much more. So if you have been here before, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. This is Mansi from Readers and Creators. So today I'm gonna tell you about my favorite reads of 2021 so far. Like, we are in the end of 7th month, so I'm gonna tell you about 6 favorite books of past 6 months. I have till now read 42 books in this year, and these 6 are like topmost. And I'm gonna tell you why I love them so much. So just listen to me. First is The Forest of Enchantments by Chitra Banerjee Devakarni, which I read 2 months back, and it's fantastic book. In the beginning, I was thinking I know the Ramayana, I know the story of Ram and Sita, and I was like, nothing's new is happening here. Like, it's everything we know. We are just reading it. But after the other half of book, it just took a turn, and that was a fantastic turn. Chitra Banerjee, she is awesome writer, and she has an art and mythological writings. So I loved The Palace of Illusions, which I read last year, and I loved this book also. This book is Ramayana from the perspective of Sita, like what she suffered, what she went through as a daughter, as a wife, as a daughter-in-law, and later as a mother. And then lastly, her woman empowerment, like just some zameen mein sama jana. So this book is so great. I knew the whole story, I knew what Sita did, I knew the Ramayana, and still I felt goosebumps, I felt tears, I felt everything, and it was so strong, and it got best after the other half of the book. So if you haven't read any book by Chitra Banerjee Devakarni, I will highly recommend Palace of Illusions and The Forest of Enchantments. Next is The Greatest Bengali Stories Ever Told by Arunava Sinha, and this is a translated version of Bengali language, and it's in English. This is collection of stories, and because obviously I don't know Bengali, so I was reading it in English, and believe me, these stories, oh my god, I mean, we might have heard of some stories in our childhood like Kabuliwala from Rabindranath Tagore, and there were few stories which were so common, but some, they were like I never ever heard of them. And the writing, it's brilliant. And Bengali culture, before independence, after independence, Bengal women, Bengal food, Bengal, it was like filled with Bengali culture. You will know a lot about Bengal just by reading these stories, and each story was serving a new purpose, was just presenting a new purpose, a new side, a new thing, like prostitution, women, and that rich, poor, poverty, royal family culture, and everything. It is so great, and I love this book. Also, I got to know after posting its review on Instagram that there are several versions of this translated series, and there are Urdu and Odissi language all translated in English, and I am looking forward to read those also. Next is House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune, and the day I started reading this book, I just got to know about this big controversy this book is into, and I also made a individual video regarding this, so just check it out after this. The House in the Cerulean Sea, oh my god, that's a fantastic book. That's like one of the best read of 2021 for me, and it's a fantasy, it's LGBTQ, and there are kids, there is like magical realism, there is supernatural, everything, and it's so good. It just reciprocate humanity, kindness, humbleness, love, affection, and it just gives the masses out loud and in huge bold letters that treat human beings for who they are, not for what they are. And this is really great book, and I'm still part of that story. I'm still living with those kids even after all these months, and yeah, this book is like that. It will live with you forever, just forever. Next are two books, Ahilya and Kunti by Koral Das Gupta, and both came in 2021. I got as a review copy, and these two books are brilliant. Her writing is brilliant, like beyond, like this is art, seriously an art. And she just like put forward the perspective of women mythological character in Hindu mythology. First was Ahilya and second book was Kunti. These two books are not linked with each other, but yeah, Ahilya, that was good, that was like seriously awesome. And many of us, even as Hindus, don't know about like so many mythological characters, and I got to know the story of Ahilya through this book. And it was like people don't talk about the perspective of women, or there are no like big sides of women's perspective in our epic tales, in Mahabharata, in Ramayana, in they exist, they are there, they are part of that epic, but they don't have the bigger part or the greater part. But these authors today, they are telling the other side, they are showing us the other side of the coin, and it's so great, it feels so like connected and everything. So Ahilya, that was good, but in Kunti she is like outstanding, marvelous. Her writing improved a lot. I'm not saying that was bad, but that was a easy English and easy to read book, Ahilya. And Kunti is outstanding. Also Kunti, everyone knows her, she was mother of Pandavas in Mahabharata, everyone knows her. But that side of Kunti, which is like presented in that book, that's seriously beyond our imagination, or beyond where we put Kunti in that epic tale. She was mother of Pandavas and she was wife of Pandu, that's it. But no, there's much more as a queen, her duties and what she did, as a mother, what she did. And just read these two books. They are short, easy, but deep, detailed, deep. Next is The Paris Library by Janet Skizlian-Shars, which I got from Hachette as a review copy. And yeah, this is yet again my favorite read of 2021, and this talks about the power of literature, power of books, power of words, power of authors in everything, in most crucial time of our lives, like when everything around us is falling apart. This is a historical fiction, there's war, there's loss, there's deaths and everything, and how the protagonist Audley Sorchet, she is just trying to save the library in which she works. There's this American library in Paris, and she believes in the power of words. She believes that people can escape through books, and she is just trying to like give people that option. Also, this book talks about choices, decision. Even after like everything is so fixed and getting so organized and just happening in our life so perfectly, just one decision, one choice and one action can turn it all around and mess it all up. So this book is strong, and obviously it talks about the power of books. That's why I love it so much. As a reader, I know the power of books, and yeah. Last is The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy, which I read in January, and I don't know why I haven't read this book before. It's brilliant book, it's a masterpiece, and Arundhati Roy, her writing, she's a gem. This book talks about the South culture of India, the caste system, the communist and political effect on all of this, and among all this, among like casteism, where untouchability is followed, where people are not allowed inside house, people are not allowed to use public things, and only higher caste people can use that, all that. Among all this, there's a love story between a higher caste person and a lower caste person, and it's an intense book. It's from the perspective of twins, a brother and sister, and how they are so innocent, they have like so silly perspective of some things, and how one incident just shook their life, and they grew in this adult who are so mature and who has so like bounded and framed thoughts, and like they are just serving their words by measuring them and everything. Like this is from their childhood, young and adult, so the whole life cycle, it feels like I was with them, and I'm so sorry that you have to went through that and you have to become this, and I felt their pain. So it's a great book. Writing is outstanding. You should keep a pencil or a highlighter or sticky notes, whatever you do with you while reading this book, because believe me, you will mark it so many times. Writing is seriously outstanding, and that book is still to this times, it just applies. It applies on Indian culture, it applies on Indian caste system even today, and that's a saddening thing. But this book is great, is so good, so good, and I recommend every Indian person to read it, because we have to know where we live, in what we live, and we just have to know, we should know. So yeah, these are 6 books, and tell me if you have read any and if you liked it or not, and give me the reason for that too. And yeah, I have more good reads in this year, but these 6 are like highlighted topmost reads of this year. And I have read 42 books. Believe me, 42. My target, good read target is 90 books. So I think I will complete that. Yeah, just like, comment, share and subscribe, and give your feedback in comment. Please give it. And tell me if you want me to make any video like regarding book and reading and anything. And yeah, till then, keep reading, be happy, follow me on Instagram, subscribe here, and